Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. How does this work? You're all here, quizzed on my face, and the rest of you, he says, shuffling his chair. A very good evening, a very good afternoon, a very good morning, wherever you are across this fine world. The first question, as always, is just to check that you can hear me and that everything is coming through nice and clear. Strong shirt, thanks very much. I've gone for the jacket tonight. Yeah, just hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, enjoying it. Welcome everybody to Next Pub Quiz. Have you got a drink in? Well, good evening everybody. Certainly chatting away to those who are in the UK first of all. Look, I've recycled the gerbras. They were getting a bit sad, so we just chopped the heads off and put them in a little dish. That's the way that works. A ridiculous 1,200 of you or so in here. That's bananas, isn't it? It's been a bit of a bananas couple of weeks for me, let's be honest, going absurdly viral with all the live commentary videos and stuff. So thank you very much to all of you who have been following that and are my new followers and are all part of this crazy quarantine life that we're all living. First things first, I hope you've all got a drink. I've started with beer tonight. Evening Streety, evening everybody, evening Tim. We'll chat as we go, I'm sure. Kate Grady, you're all there from Paddington, that's good to know. And who else have we got in there? Hashtag Revolution Till I Die. All right, Sky Davis. Thanks for your post earlier, by the way, on Instagram that made me rock my socks off from TikTok. That made me laugh. Hello from the halls. Hello. And who else have we got? Loads and loads of people tuning in. Great to have you with us. Great to be here once again. Saturday night. Thought I'd bring the jacket out, go a bit showbiz. So yeah, I hope you've got a drink in, even if it's a softie, join in, and pop a team name down. We're not going to go round and, check all the scores. That might take forever, but pop a team name down, come up with one, make sure that you're taking part. It's a pub quiz after all. Quiet at the back. Right, look, the whole idea of the quiz, it is just a bit of fun. I will ask you 40 questions over the course of about the next hour. Then we'll run through after the first 20. We'll go through the answers for the first half of the quiz, and then many of you are familiar with this. We'll compare scores there just for fun. Look, some of you are chatting. Hi from the Folkestone posse, great. There will be some clowns who enjoy putting the answers in the chat group. You're going to have to just ignore them, look away, pretend it's not happening. People will do it, but I can't stop that happening, can I? So it's just a bit of fun. Cheers. G&T is lined up, don't worry, normal service will resume shortly. There's a link in the description as ever, which I only just did, I don't know if you need to refresh the stream, but anyway, if you are, hello Andrew Peters, good to see you back too. If you are in a household and as a household you want to just give a couple of quid, then that's great. If you're on your own, give a quid, don't give a quid. It's nice if you do, maybe you can decide by the end if you thought it was worth a couple of quid. I thought I'd throw the question out, having spoken to Goonit earlier, who earlier this week, a couple of days ago, just before we get started. I'm giving you a minute to get settled while I witter on, by the way. We'll get started in just a minute. Of all those jobs that, I'm just checking that good, all those jobs that people are getting done. There's people who are re-dyeing sheepskin rugs that they've been meaning to do for 6 years. So are there any crazy jobs that you've been doing out there that you've been waiting to get around to for years? It would be quite entertaining to find out what you guys have been up to. Shaved my beard, and that's from Lily, which is a very modern outlook. Erected a trampoline. Good. Cleaned the pipes under the sink. This is the sort of stuff I'm on about. Tom cleaned the top of the shower thing. The actual, stationary head actually got rid of the gunge in that. So that was nice. Marie Kondoed my pants and socks. I'm not even sure what that means, but I'm glad you have had a lovely time. 20 questions, followed by another 20 questions. That's how it works. Welcome, everybody. And actually, I thought we could do a little bit of fun just before we get started. Some of you will have me on your Apple TVs, casted up to there. Repotted your dead orchids, Gemma, well done. I thought we could do a little team selfie. And if we get all of you in front of your screens or wherever you are. If you're watching on mobile, this isn't going to be as easy. But if you're watching on another laptop or a TV screen, then I thought maybe we could all do a picture together. You get round the TV or your screen, I'll strike a pose, we take a picture, you take a picture, and then we all hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz. Put it on your stories, put it on your Twitters, put it on whatever you like. So get yourselves ready, get your photographer ready, and I shall strike a pose, and you can get around it, and then we can just be like, hey, we're quizzing on a Saturday night. So hope you're ready. Matthew's ready. All right, so we'll do the picture in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, hopefully that's worked. Hopefully you got it in time. And we'll have a few of those going around. Hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz. No apostrophe. Gary Street. I know apostrophes really screw you over in hashtags, don't they? I think we're about ready to go. So when you are ready, eyes down for a full house. We're going for question, not sponsored by San Miguel, not sponsored by gin yet either, Laura. So we are ready to go with question 1. Question 1, what is the capital of Belgium? What's the capital of Belgium? Those saying hello to the husband Tom, by the way, he's done an exceptional job over the last few hours. While I was toiling over questions, he's cleaned the entire flat. It's spotless. Yes, he's done a very good job. Very good job. Brownie points. So that's question 1. What's the capital of Belgium? Yes, you don't put the answers in the chat, so feel free to look away now. You're meant to have a pen and paper and write the answers down, and then we mark it at the end. So all of you clever sods who are putting the answer in the chat, you're wasting your own time and everybody else's. All right, question 2 then. What is the currency of South Africa? What is the currency of South Africa? People will post answers. You can swipe to get rid of the chat if you're on a phone. Various other methods you can do it as well. But if the chat's annoying you or you don't like the answers, then just move them along. So that's question 2. What is the currency of South Africa? All right, question 3. I might move you a little closer. I had to do that the other day. I keep pushing you too far away. There we are. That's a little bit better. There we are. Good, good. You are what? You're emptying old wine bottles. That's certainly something to do under quarantine, isn't it? Right, question number 3. Tree, poison dart and glass are all types of which amphibian? Tree, poison dart and glass are all types of which amphibian? That is question 3. I liked it the other day where someone suggested posting wrong answers only in the chat. That kind of works. Question 3. Tree, poison dart and glass are all types of which amphibian? That's question 3. Joe Magnus, feeling confident. I like it. Ready for question 4? Had a little chat about that one. Question 1 again, Anne-Marie. Question 1 was the capital of Belgium, please. Shout out to the Andersons. I've got a couple of shout outs to do as well at half time. Question 4. Based in the fictional area of Walford, which English soap opera has been running since 1985. Goose and gander this, by the way. I saw someone on the tube wearing this and loved it, and then I had to look up what G&G was. So yeah. I like it. It's sort of like felty and fuzzy on the inside as well. It's lovely. Oh, yes. That's question 4. Based in the fictional area of Walford, which English soap opera has been running since 1985? Shout out to the Fisher Dodd Murray crew. 4 from 4, Streety. Do you think so? Well, Teddy boys, shout out to you. Question 5. Which river runs through Brazil, Peru, and Colombia? That is, which river? Question 5. Which river runs through Brazil, Peru, and Colombia? Good to have you with us. Great. Cheers. I didn't do the theme for the actual start of the quiz, did I? Standards are bloody slip. Should we have it now? Should we pretend it didn't happen, even though we're going on to question 6? Yeah, let's have it. Why not? It's worth having all the time, isn't it? Question 2 was the currency of South Africa. Question 4 was the fictional area of Walford, which English soap opera is that in, that's been running since 1985. It's very loud, is it, Sam? Well, yeah, I've upped me game on the volume there. I'll turn it down a bit. Really loud, sorry. All right, I don't know if I've turned that down enough at all. But anyway, question number 6. In which classic 1991 film does Morgan Freeman utter the line, "Damned English Oak"? That is, in which classic 1991 film does Morgan Freeman utter the line, "Damned English Oak"? Andrew Peters, I love your attempts to try and police the chat. That's question number 6. In which classic 91 film does Morgan Freeman utter the line, "Damned English Oak"? Shout out to the Wilsons and the Warpshires in Olney. Go on the Olney. That was question 6. Lewis Nielsen, thanks for being here. Thanks, Harriet. Saturday night, felt like I had to go a bit, you know, light entertainment. Question number 7, a touch of sport. Shouting out to the Roberts fan. Hey, guys. And to Emily from Charlton. Anyway, question number 7. Who is the current men's 100-metre champion? Who is the current men's 100-metre Olympic champion? Just need to put that word in there, of course. Who is the current men's Olympic 100-metre champion? Don McNally, hi to your sister. She knows who she is. Well, you'd hope so, because you're related. Good. Question 7. Who is the current men's Olympic 100-metre champion? Shout out to Lee Martin. What sport? Well, running. 100-metre sprint. In Canada, having a beer. Good. That's what Canadians do very well. Very, very well. Question 8. Happy with the current men's Olympic 100-metre sprint champion? Question 8. Little bit of biology for you now. Anatomy. What is the name of the bone in the upper part of the arm from shoulder to elbow? What's the bone in there? What's the name of the bone there? What flower? It's a few little gerbera heads, trying to just keep them going because they're so pretty. I'll try and give you a little look. Oh, look, so pretty. Yeah. Also got monkey on a rugby ball. Yeah, that's happening. He likes it. He likes it there. Let's leave the gerbs in, shall we? Good. So that was question number 8. What's the name of the bone in the upper part of the arm from shoulder to elbow? Shout out to the Ellis family. 13-year-old Cameron, who's going to be embarrassed that he's been shouted out. Shouldn't be embarrassed. That was question 8. Have you had a little debate about that? Yeah, you can help each other with the questions if you know them, because the chat is scrolling so fast, I can't always get it. Thank you, Matthew. I like it too. Monkey's name, doesn't have the name's just Monkey. That's fine. All right, question number 9 then. What singer connects Aretha Franklin, Paul McCartney, and Elton John? So I'm looking for the singer that connects Aretha Franklin, Paul McCartney, and Elton John in terms of singing duets. How are we getting on over there with that one? when this is all over, I'll have a look at those pictures and things, because they could be quite fun. Maybe I'll try and get me Twitter up over here, just out of shot. But I'll concentrate on quizzing for now. Concentrate on being the host. Come on. So that was question 9. What singer connects Aretha Franklin, Paul McCartney and Elton John? All right. Question 10. Moving on to question 10. There are 5 basic tastes. Saltiness, sweetness, bitterness, sourness, and what? I'd like to know the 5th one. So there are 5 basic tastes considered, perceived in the mouth, that kind of thing. Saltiness, sweetness, bitterness, and sourness. What is the 5th one? Not drum and bass, but I like that as an answer. What is the 5th taste? I'll give you a clue. It's not a ness. It's not saltiness, sweetness, bitterness, sourness. It's not a ness word. It's another word. So what is the 5th basic taste? Tea, Laura. Yes, I think a lot of us in England have a tea gland, don't we? Where did I get my glasses? I don't know. I think they were just Specsavers or something. I don't know if it even says on them. Should have gone to Specsavers. Oh, does it say on that? No. Yeah, it does say Specsavers, something like that. Nothing too posh. Right. Crisp and lemonade with the kids. Whoa, that's living. That is living. Question number 11. This is a little bit of multiple choice for you. Question 11. What is the famous London postcode of Wimbledon Lawn Tennis Club? Or I think it's probably Wimbledon Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club, I think might be the full term. But what is the famous London postcode of Wimbledon Lawn Tennis Club? Your options are SW17, SW18 or SW19. So what's the famous London postcode of Wimbledon Lawn Tennis Club? Is it SW17, SW18 or SW19? Just pick one. That's how that works. Having a wine in Belfast. Good to hear it. Team Peanut, watcher. Hi to the Richard Bagel fan club. Big up to the Beliebers. All right, Kylie, we can do that. And Cusack shouting out the seating. The salmon goes all right. It's quite gassy for hosting, which I hadn't really figured. So prepare for some of that to repeat on me very shortly. Question 11 was the multiple choice for Wimbledon postcode SW17, SW18 or SW19. And then we move on to a little bit of Francais. In French, for question 12, in French, what does the word magasin mean? I will spell that for you. M-A-G-A-S-I-N. So question 12, in French, what does the word magasin mean? M-A-G-A-S-I-N. Shout out to Wandsworth Winos. All right, Mel Day. A very accomplished commentator in her own right, I should say. That was question 12. In French, what does the word magasin mean? M-A-G-A-S-I-N. Shout out to the Beer and Water WhatsApp group, please. How you doing, team? Hoi, hoi, ho. Caroline, quite, you little Francais minx, you. Question number 13. If you call... Thanks, Emma, for my accent work. If you call 102 in Russia, if you're calling 102 in Russia, who are you calling? This is also multiple choice for you. Are you calling the police? Are you calling the ambulance service? Or are you calling the gas service? So in Russia, if you call 102, who are you calling? Are you calling the police, the ambulance, or the gas service? Martin, nice to have you with us. We're not answering in the chat, even though some idiots are. It's meant to be pen and paper, and then we'll go through the answers in a bit. But you might want to just swipe the chat away so that it's not disturbing your enjoyment. It's also in the way of my lovely face. So that's reason to get rid of it alone, I think you'll find. Question 13. If you call 102 in Russia, who are you calling? The police, the ambulance, or the gas service? Broadway down here. This is Tooting Broadway. I'm coming to you live from. And cheers. All right, that's question 13. I might leave that there, David. I think I might leave that there. Just that chain, that's just really winding you up that it's not out of vision and making a clean frame. Might leave it there. You OCD lovers. All right, that was question 13. Question 14, what's the chemical symbol for gold? Always believe in your soul. Chemical symbol for gold, number 14, please. Where is Tom, the glamour model? He's doing the quiz in the other room. But it's a very tidy kitchen. Left a very tidy kitchen. Maybe I'll take you with me when I make my G&T at half time. We had a little kitchen spin around a couple of quizzes ago, didn't we? You want a G&T, George? Yeah, I'll get you one. That was question 14, the chemical symbol for gold. Question 15 then. Question 15. This is musicals, all right, one for the gays and girls. It's a stereotype and just a joke, relax. Which Irving Berlin musical is set in the Wild West and was first performed on Broadway in 1946? Which Irving Berlin musical is set in the Wild West and was first performed on Broadway in 1946? All right, Jack Meadows. Hi, Nick. Double team from Links and Devon. We're the Barner Bretts, was that just disappeared? What's the painting of? Up there, it's one of the Stephen Brown ones. You know, he does all the cows and stuff. It's a nice little rainbow tree. And then we've got a whale done by an amazing stonehead artist in California. I could have said that more respectfully, couldn't I? But it's just the truth. But he's great. We've got another one over there. Maybe I'll show you that in a bit, if you're lucky. So that was question 15. Bit of musicals. Which Irving Berlin musical is set in the Wild West and was first performed on Broadway in 1946? All right. Moving on to question 16. I played this song in the shower earlier. Oh, it was good fun. Playing the song, not the shower. Keep it clean. Question 16. Which singer released the song Cuddly Toy in 1988? That is, which singer released the song Cuddly Toy in 1988? Shout out to Hugh Williamson, the legend that he is. Shout out to Tash and Bacon, was that? Just missing a few there. Oh. Luke Lehman, you can come again. How lovely. If Nick replies to this, I will subscribe. That's cheap, Matilda, but it worked. Well done. Tuning in from Balham, Anfield, Liverpool here, Nick. Oh my goodness, Jack. Up the Reds. Are they going to give us the season? Let's hope so. Funny thing is, if you admit who you support on things like this, you just lose like about 400 people. Oh, it doesn't support my team. Because that's what people are like. It's passionate. Sport is passionate. All right, question 17. What is the collective noun for horses? What is the collective noun for horses? I was looking this up earlier, and there was a website that was giving collective nouns, and then it had a caveat that I only spotted at the last minute that said, some of these may not be right, but ones that we think should be. One of them was a stubbornness of rhinos, as if that's the group phrase. But anyway, I want the collective noun for a group of horses. Sale Sharks for the league. They're having a good season though, aren't they? Core blimey, started to come good. Yeah. Be a bit of a shame, won't it? Hello everybody from California. Yeah, hey Martin. Claire and Ella from Kansas City. My God, we're truly international. Kids have eaten all the crisps, Ben. Did you not keep some adult crisps back for yourself? Come on, basics. Big shout out to Penny and Tom in Brighton. I'd love to be down in Brighton getting some of that sea air. That would be good during lockdown, wouldn't it? Question 18 then, nearing towards the end of this first half. Esther, oh, you can have a shout out. A screwdriver cocktail is made with vodka and which other main ingredient? Abby, question 16 was which singer released the song Cuddly Toy in 1988? Question 18 then, a screwdriver cocktail is made with vodka and which other main ingredient? Abby, 16. Yeah, 16 was which singer released the song Cuddly Toy? How are you all doing? Shout out to Soph K's 40th birthday. Happy 40th. Have a lovely time. Okay, we all good with question 18? Shout out to the Colemans and the Hernigs. Hernigs, is that right? Shout out to Beth and Lotan. A birthday indoors, never ideal, but happy 21st anyway. Happy 21st from us all. I'll raise a glass to you. If you're 21, if it's your birthday generally, then a big happy birthday to you. And a big 40th birthday to Carrie. My goodness, happy birthday, Carrie. Happy birthday to you all. Question 18, screwdriver cocktail, they're made from vodka and which other ingredient? Question 19, what is the name of the author behind the 50 Shades series of books? Who followed me on Twitter in the last few days? That's curious, isn't it? What is the name of the author behind the 50 Shades series of books? Bit of literature. So I hope you're writing all these answers down, ready to go through and mark them and give us a half-time score very soon. Hello from Vancouver, Candy. Shout out to Fiona Murray, please. 40 today, lots of birthdays. All right, and then question 20. We'll go through, I'll shout out to the Samoans crew as well. What a brilliant time we had there at the end of January. Right, question 20. Which actor links the following films? So which actor links the following films? The Proposal, Minions, and While You Were Sleeping. So that is, shout out to my dog Margot. That's a good name for a dog. I hope she's quite particular as a dog as well. Question 20 then. Which actor links the following films? The Proposal, Minions, and While You Were Sleeping. I'm using actor there in the all gender covering. I'm not an actor and actressing anymore. So which actor links the films The Proposal, Minions, and While You Were Sleeping? Your dog's called Mabel. Oh, have you seen the Mabel and Olive clip of the two dogs eating their dinner that Andrew Cotter posted? Absolutely brilliant. Mel Day, I think, is looking for a man, so if there's any single eligible bachelors out there, then she's come here to come dating. So that's nice, isn't it? So that is, well, the first half, all those questions done. Happy 34th birthday, Ricky. Happy birthday to all. Your dog's called Toby. Hello, Toby. Toby! And the bar, well, the bar's always open. The bar is always open. Any major repeats required while we're here? Shout out to Jasmine Cassell on her birthday. Yes, the Quizlets, everybody. Anything else? I think a couple of you are helping out with the questions, but I guess the slight danger with that is that people might see answers at the same time. But hey, let's call that the end of the first half of Nick's Pub Quiz. It's meant to have played. It's rubbish when that happens. Yeah, let's go again. That is your first half done. I'm going to now just gently unplug, take you to the kitchen and make a gin and tonic. I suggest you do the same. So yeah, we're now going on a mission. Let's leave the security of this corner Oh, let's try and stay live. Yeah, by the way, this was the other picture. There's that one, which is the whale, which is very good. And that's the other one. That's pretty bonkers, isn't it? Anyway, it's G&T time, so do come with me. G&T after beer, I know. Crazy talk. All right, let's pop you over there, shall we? Nice. Prepared all my business. Where are you going? You're in the kitchen. Gin. This is a little one at Shakespeare Distillery. I don't know, I found it in the cupboard because I'd run out of other stuff. That's what lockdown does. Let's get a nice little measure in there. Lovely. Make sure you get yourselves a drink in this little drinkable. We'll be back with more questions in a minute. I got told off last time for not squeezing and dropping the limes, so that's got to happen. Now we need the tonic. Bring Tommy out of the cupboard. Yeah, Tom, you're very popular. They want you. There we are. Squeeze and drop. Lovely. He's gone for another one. Straight in. Right then. Cheers, everybody. Hope you got your half-time drink. Good. Right, shall we head back to HQ? Oh, I've realised there's a sip of beer I forgot to finish. That's terrible. You know how old I am? What, because I might be underage for drinking? No, you don't really worry about that, do you? There we go. Let me get everything set back up. Oh, espresso martinis, Totters. We haven't got enough of the ingredients for that here, but I am a fan of them. They are my drink. I do like that. Now then, let's get everything connected again so that we can get back where we were, and that I can deafen you with a stupid quiz theme. Right. That should have us back on. Oh, and I think my beautiful assistant has entered the room. There we are, there's Tom's hand. Those who wanted him, that's as much you're going to get. And as it's half time, we've got a couple of little shout outs for you. I know plenty are coming through here. But wanted to say a big shout out to Gareth Riley in Bearstead. All right, Gareth, I hope you're having a lovely time. Good to have you with us. And also a shout out to, where are we? To Grace Robert Shaw. Grace, thanks for your message earlier. It was absolutely brilliant. I was very grateful for that. And I've just got to check for another little detail while all of these are coming in. We'll get underway with the second half in just a minute. It won't keep you waiting too long. Just be a minute. I'm double parked now. I didn't finish this properly, did I? That's it there. That's it gone. Yeah, there we are. Happy 18th to Kira Griffiths. Big happy 18th to you. Hope you are having a good one. And yeah. Gorgina Hines. Big shout to you as well, of course. And to all the Sea Greeners who are tuning in Canada. You're all up there as well. It's up there to us anyway. And just tons of shout outs. I can't keep up with them all. Who do I think would have won the Rosalind Park School Sevens? Mark, who knows? Who knows? Unfortunately, it didn't happen, did it? But let's hope that we manage to get it all back on next year. And a big shout out to Nana in Frinton. Everybody say hi to Nana. She's in Frinton. She's self-isolating. It's a lovely part of the world, but she's got to stay in and just be sensible and look after herself. But big shout to Nana, everybody. That's the well. Right. Are we ready for a second half to continue? Shout out to Jen, who's having a quarantine baby. My best mate Vicky's just had a baby, and she's having to quarantine as well. So it's tough, isn't it? Hi, Nana. Thanks, Di. Very kind of you to send that message in. Right then. I've gone Welsh just because I saw the word die. Shout out to the Know-It-Ales from Sea Green. All right, so we're ready to go through the answers for the first half. Pens at the ready. Let's do it. Question number 1. Answers time. The capital of Belgium, of course, is Brussels. Capital of Belgium is Brussels. Question number 2. The currency of South Africa is the rand. South African rand. That's the answer for question number 2. By the way, it is a point per answer, unless I tell you otherwise, unless there's 2 details, in which case it might be worth more, but I'll keep you posted with all that. So, yeah. Question 2 was the rand. Question 3, tree, poison dart and glass are all types of which amphibian? It's frog. It is frog. Question 4, the fictional area of Walford is, of course, in EastEnders. Hopefully, most of you got that. Maybe even our international visitors as well. I tried to make this a little bit less Brit-centric. I hope I might have achieved that. So we'll see how we go in the second half. Question number 5, which river runs through Brazil, Peru and Colombia? It is the Amazon, of course. Hope you got that. Question number 6. It was on this afternoon. I was watching it. Just the end of that film is brilliant. In which classic 91 film does Morgan Freeman utter the line, "Damned English oak"? It's Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Of course it is. It was on Channel 5, I think, earlier. I think it was Channel 5 because the signal was terrible. Question number 7. Oh, that's lovely, G&T. Thank you. Question 7. Who is the current men's Olympics 100-metre champion? It is, of course, Usain Bolt. Well done. Happy 30th to Geraint. 100% going well, is it, Georgia? Good. Glad to hear it. Question number 8. After Usain Bolt, the answer to 7. Question 8. What's the name of the bone in the upper part of the arm from shoulder to elbow? It's the humerus. The humerus. The funny bone. The humerus is the answer. Shout out to those of you down in Somerset. Question number 9. Which singer connects Aretha Franklin, Paul McCartney and Elton John? I'm after the answer I've got on my card, because there could be others that are also right. But the answer I'm after is the late, great Mr. George Michael. So question 9. The singer connecting Aretha Franklin, Paul McCartney and Elton John is George Michael. Zoe, yeah, Knock and Tim, they're not here right now, but do leave a message and we'll get back to you. Question number 10. There are 5 basic tastes. Who got umami? Yeah, umami is the answer. Umami. Saltiness, sweetness, bitterness, sourness, and umami is the 5th area of taste. 11. The famous London postcode of Wimbledon was SW19. Famously, the strawberries of SW19. That is the answer that we wanted for question 11. Question 12. In French, what does the shop magasin mean? It is shop. In French, what does the word magasin mean? It is shop. All right. Question 13. If you call 102 in Russia, who are you calling? You're calling the police. 102 is a call to the police if you're in Russia. Question 14, rattling through these. 11, the answer to 11 was SW19. We're in SW17 here. Shout out to the SW17 Tooting Crew! But SW19 is where Wimbledon is. Where are we then? Question 14, the chemical symbol for gold, AU. I'm not too bothered about uppercase and lowercase, just AU will do. Shout out to John Payne lot, please. You are shouted out. Okay, question number 15. Which Irving Toots Cusack, which Irving Berlin musical is set in the Wild West and was first performed on Broadway in 1946? David Rees, the answer is... That's right. Annie, Get Your Gun is the answer to question 15. Annie, Get Your Gun. Question 16. The singer that released the song Cuddly Toy in 1988 was Roachford. Put that on your playlist for after the quiz. Have a boogie around to Roachford. Oh, Cuddly Toy. Such a tune. Question 17. What is the collective noun for horses? It's a team of horses. Team of horses. Yes, Freya, Roachford. Yeah. Really, yeah. Well, some people have heard of him. Shout out to the EGM3s. All right, Michael, I think you put that up there a few times. Sorry I missed it. You just shouted the answer, David. Thank you very much. I could have asked Lynn that as well. Lynnie Instone, who I think's out there. I saw her earlier. You'll have got Annie, Get Your Gun. Of course you will. So it's a team is the answer to question 17. team of horses. Into the last three then of the first half. A screwdriver cocktail is made with vodka and orange juice. Orange juice is the answer that we wanted there. Orange juice, the answer there. And question 19. What is the name of the author behind the 50 Shades series of books? It is E.L. James. Lynn, you just put oops. Sorry, did I miss that you didn't only get your gun right? Oh, well, I'll have to find that out another day. Yeah, question number 19. The author of the 50 Shades series is E.L. James. And someone wants the answer to number 10. Answer number 10 was umami. Umami is the taste there. And then the final one of the first half. Which actor links the films The Proposal, Minions, and While You Were Sleeping? It's Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock. Some of you are putting your totals there, and I haven't done the last question, but maybe you didn't know the answer to that. So Sandra Bullock is the answer to question 20. Well, those that are playing the game honestly, let's post your scores and see how you've done in the first half of Nick's Pub Quiz. Sounds rubbish again. There we go. It's because I've overturned it down now. I was so worried about deafening you lot. There we go. Let's give it a bit more, shall we? Good. 16 I'm getting in. Right, what else have we got? 14s, 10, 17 I've got. That's nice. Well done. What else have we got in there? Ben Baker got 10. Oh my goodness. We don't want that noise going off, do we? Sorry about that, everybody. Let's turn that down. Good. What else we got? 14, 16 out of 20, Andrew Peters. Sarah P with a 12 for the Summerlands crew. Yeah, how are we doing? The chat's just disappeared. There we go. Oh, Will's got 11. It's a 12. It's a 9. It's a 12. 16. Good. Well done. Hello to Dumbledore's Army. G&T time. Cheers, everybody. Can we play our Joker? Sure. I mean, you know, make up your own rule for what that is. Maybe it gives you like 30 points or something. 14 out of 20. 19 to the Wood family. Go on, Charlotte and the crew. Well done. That's excellent work. Yeah, the shout-outs then. Gareth Riley and Bearstead. I hope you've enjoyed your shout-out. Yeah, Grace Robert Shaw as well, and Kira Griffiths, and all of the rest of you out there. 20 out of 20 to the Turners. I mean, who am I to judge and guess whether that's right? It's very impressive if it's true. 18 from the Blend Choir. Oh, that's good. Now, is that all of you together? Because that's a lot of brains being put in one place. But good work. What was that? G? Who did you want? Give Rebecca a shout out? Because you just put give Becca a shout odget. So I've got to guess that that's what you wanted. If you're enjoying yourselves, or if you think you're going to enjoy yourselves so much that you're going to have to donate a little entry fee to the quiz, look, a quid or two per household or something like that is massively appreciated. The PayPal Me link should be in the description if you can find it wherever or however you're tuned in on YouTube. So feel free to do that. It is much appreciated while I've got no work on and I entertain you with this malarkey and all the silly videos. All right, ready for the second half. And we're going to start with some lyrics. So it's the best we can do for a music round, given YouTube will shut it down if we're actually going to play any music. Boo. But let's play the second half of Nick's Pub Quiz. We're back up loud. Now I've deafened a lot of you. Question 21. Turned it down a bit. I think we're probably there. Question 21. All right, are you ready for some lyrics? Here we go. I shall speak them and you shall write down the name of the song. Name of the song. Yeah, they don't seem to pick that music up, which is great, because now I can use The Price is Right as my theme tune. Anyway, question 21, lyrics. I've fallen in love for the first time, and this time I know it's for real. So the lyrics, question 21. I've fallen in love for the first time, and this time I know it's for real. David, very generous. Thank you very much. That's outrageous. Very nice. Thank you. Question 21, the lyrics. I've fallen in love for the first time, and this time I know it's for real. No, I'm not singing it, Rachel. That might give it away. How are you doing on that? Just the title of the song. I don't need the singer. Singer is a nice to have for you, but I don't need it. Just the song title, please. I've fallen in love for the first time, and this time I know it's for real. The Vivaldi Vixens, how are you doing? Mitzi, yeah, don't touch your face. I think I'm all right. I'm all right in here. Should be all right. Probably not. All right, 22. Don't bite your nails on telly. God, you can't get away with anything here, can you? Question 22. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Colin Duck. Happy 30th to Johnny. Colin Duck's a good name, Colin. Oh, Michael, thanks very much. Michael Lewis. Darcy Smith, shout out to the Smith family. All right, Smith grew up. That was question 22 then. Lyrics. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Giving you time to scribble these down as well, because I know that's what I do in a quiz. And then you sit there going, I know it. Oh, I know it. I just need the rhythm of it. Annoying, isn't it? Thanks, Bex. Appreciate it. It's my friend Bex. She's a skincare nurse, cancer nurse. She'll check out those little bits and pieces for you. If you've got a mole in a tricky place, Bex is your lady. Question 23. The lyrics are as follows. Trying to catch your heart is like trying to catch a star. So many people love you, baby. That must be what you are. Trying to catch your heart is like trying to catch a star. So many people love you, baby. That must be what you are. Ooh. Yes, Will. Bex will also check the bits you don't ask her to check. But wouldn't we all? Yeah. I got an amazing message from a surgeon who's a urologist during the week saying that I provided levity to them through my videos and kept them sane and that there's a few beers on me at a dinner they're going to have. Wasn't that nice? Very good. Absolutely lovely. Question 24. Shout out, pull up, squirt. Sounds filthy, to be fair, Anna. Is it? Amna, indeed. Amna Ghaffar. Sorry about that. Question 24. We've had the lyrics for 23, so 24. So here we go. Listen carefully. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things of what you're doing. In my head, I paint a picture. So 24, well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things of what you're doing. In my head, I paint a picture. Yeah, big shout out to the Team NHS physios who have had, no doubt, a very, very long week. Thank you to all of you who are healthcare workers that are maybe choosing to spend your Saturday night with me and probably a large bottle of something. You are doing incredible work. So thank you on behalf of us all. All right, so that was 24. That one is, I think, a little bit more well known. So let's go with 25 and the final lyrics one, which is, my head spinning, boy, I'm in a daze. I feel isolated, don't want to communicate. My head spinning, boy, I'm in a daze. I feel isolated, don't want to communicate. And it's just song title that I want from you. East Grinstead HC Men's Second 11. Is that the hockey team? Is the hockey team 11? I think it is, isn't it? Oh, hello. Yeah, well, big shout out to you. All of you. Oh, it's your karaoke anthem, is it? Oh, that's a good one to do, karaoke. Yeah, nice. So I'm going to run through actually the lyrics again quickly for you. So 21, I've fallen in love for the first time, and this time I know it's for real. Put a bit more rhythm on that. I might make it a bit more familiar. I'll do that with all of them. Question 22, when your faith was strong but you needed proof, you saw her bathing on the roof. That was 22. 23, trying to catch your heart is like trying to catch a star. So many people love you, baby. That must be what you are. 24, well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things of what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. And then 25, my head's spinning, boy, I'm in a daze. I feel isolated, don't want to communicate. Giving a little bit more clue in each of those. If you don't know them, then you're going, have you? But anyway. 26 then, let's move on from the lyrics. It's a gerbera. There are loads of gerbera heads, not daffodils. You don't get purple. I don't think you do anyway. Question 26 then, back to the GK, general knowledge. Which city, also the name of a hat, is since 859 AD, that's 859 AD, home to the oldest university in the world? I'll repeat that for you. Question 26. Which city, which is also the name of a hat, is, since 859 AD, home to the oldest university in the world? Next week it will just be a single petal. We'll have thrown them away by then, I promise. Shout out to Karen, who just let her husband cut her hair. Oh, Karen, you're brave. Well done. Dunstable swim team in the house. I hope you're all in your Speedos. I just enjoyed that image. Question 27. In which year did MTV first air in the United States? In which year did MTV first air in the United States? That's 27. In which year did MTV first air in the United States? Streety's starting to love isolation. Surely this whole thing is just going to set out a whole load of cases of agoraphobia. People are going to be like, oh, I don't actually want to go anywhere ever again. I like this buying all my food once a week and just staying in. Anyway, that's 27. In which year did MTV first air in the US? Shout out to Julie Warren, the big 7-0. Ah, Luke. Good, good. I've got a theory that all Lukes are attractive. Working on that theory. Question 28. The name for which clever and playful mammal stems from the Greek word for womb? That is question 28. The name for which clever and playful mammal stems from the Greek word for womb? I can give a big shout out to the Counter FC team. Ben, your Luke is a rotter, is he? Well, that's that theory gone then, isn't it? 26, Hells, was which city, also the name of a hat, is since 859 AD, is also home to the oldest university in the world. Shout out to Claire and Aidan. Aidan's my middle name. So where are we? Yeah. And I'll give you half a mark if you're a year either side as well of that of the year that MTV first aired in the United States. Hat mime. Do you like that? Where are we? 28. Are we ready? He says, burping more on the G&T than I did on the beer. What are the rules? Question 28. The name for which clever... No, I did that. Question 29. Right, we're on to ditloids. Welcome to those of you who don't know what ditloids are. I shall do the regular example. Cool, blimey. Fizzy. 18H on a GC would be 18 holes on a golf course. So I would give you the clue 18H on a GC, and you would go, oh, 18 holes on a golf course. It'll be a well-known kind of phrase or idiom, and that's how that works. So you need to write this down. 28 was the name for which clever and playful mammal stems from the Greek word for womb. So I did do it. Anyway, so the ditloids for question 29, you want to write both of these down. Everyone's saying I skipped 28. I've read it about 4 times. So some people have, unless, so where are we here? 26 is the hat that's also a city. 27, when did MTV first air? 28, the name for which clever and playful mammal stems from the Greek word for womb. So I think we're all up to speed now. So the Ditloids, write these down then. 12, S-O-T-Z. Indeed, Michael, when will they listen? The mammal wasn't a joke, that was a question. Ditloids, the first one. 12, S for sugar, O-T-Z. 12, S-O-T-Z. And then the other one, the other Ditloid, there's 2 as part of this question. Thank you very much, Alexander Linton. The other one is 7, W-O-T-W. The other one is 7, W-O-T-W. All right? Hopefully you've got those 2. Those are your Ditloids. I've explained them. I hope we're up to speed. G&T. Might get another one before the answers. Saturday night after all, right? Worked out those Ditloids yet? Easy, says Laura. Hello to frontline workers, Heather and Mike, NHS and police. Mike likes your glasses. Thank you very much. I used to not like kind of owning the glasses. I used to try and get ones that would try and look as disappearing on the face as possible. And I went, you're going to wear them all your life. Just start going with them. Oh, the chair. It's very comfy. Made.com. This comes up every time. Is Ditloid this chap's surname? No. It's a thing. It genuinely is. All right, so I've given you those. 12 S-O-T-Z and 7 W-O-T-W. You can continue working on those as you wish. Shout out to the Neasden Chums. 30. Are we ready? To the nearest 10%, what percentage of the Titanic's total crew and passengers were rescued? There's a bit of history in there. History and math combined. My God. So 30. To the nearest 10%, what percentage of the Titanic's total crew and passengers were rescued? Paul's in Wimbledon. He's shouting at his sister-in-law in LA. We can do that here, can't we? Can we have a drink break, Nick? We'll have to get to the end, and then we'll have a drinks break, and then we'll do the answers. Yeah? Is everyone all right with that? I hope so. I'll be quicker this time. We'll make it happen. I'll do it as soon as question 40 is done. Then we'll have a quick drink refill, and then we'll go over the answers. Shout out to Sophia, Sue, and Daniel. So I'll just run you through that one again. Question 30, to the nearest 10%. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, you know what I mean. What percentage of the Titanic's total crew and passengers were rescued? Lindsay, we don't need a drink break. We're just drinking during it. It started at 3 o'clock. And they're having a lovely time. Where were you? Question 31. Which county cricket team plays their home matches at Headingley? That is, which county cricket team plays their home matches at Headingley? It's known as the Emerald Headingley because of a sponsorship deal. It's just Headingley. All right, that's question 31. Which county cricket team plays their home games at Headingley? On to 32. Which actor is the voice of Paddington Bear in the films of recent years? So that's question 32. Which actor is the voice of Paddington Bear in the frankly brilliant films of the recent years? Oh, might have to do that during lockdown. Stick a bit of Paddington on. And if it's the second one, bawl my eyes out at the end. Oh my God. Brilliant films. That was 32, the actor of Paddington Bear. The actor, the voice of Paddington Bear. Shout out to Jamie Freiberg. Not sure if I said that right, but he's 18 today. Legal. Sorry, cheap joke. Welcome, Jamie. Hope you're having a lovely time. Question 33. What is Rag and Bone Man's real name? What is the artist Rag and Bone Man's real name? It's multiple choice for you here. I know, Jem, I couldn't resist it. What is Rag and Bone Man's real name? Is it Toby? Is it Rory? Or is it Harry? Hello, Rachel from Melbourne. So what is Rag and Bone Man's real name, the music artist? Is it Toby? Is it Rory? Or is it Harry? Have a little bang on that. Shout out to Simon Woodward for making homemade bread. Ooh. Shout out to the South Newington crew. All right, Simon. Yes, Dominic. Yes, Mr. Rag. That's what it says in his checkbook. And welcome home, Dan and Sarah. Yeah, back from Australia or New Zealand, wherever the hell they managed to fight their way back from. Well done, team. Good to have you back in Blighty. Shout out to community footy team. Looking forward to getting back on the pitch again and doing what we do, helping to make a difference. Shout out to newly engaged couple Ian and Chloe. Good, good. All right then. Question 34. You've given Rag and Bone Man a name. 34. In rugby union, what position are you playing if you have a number 2 on your back? That is question 34. In rugby union, my chosen sport, what position are you playing if you have a number 2 on your back? Do you know your rugby? Shout out to Saskia and Al McBeef for their recent engagement. Congrats, guys. Someone told me when we got engaged, which was just the tiniest little bit of advice, but it worked. Just went, enjoy this bit. Don't look too, enjoy this bit. It was really good advice. So if you just got engaged, enjoy this bit. Enjoy it. Get into planning too quickly. Enjoy it. Do. That was question 34. In rugby union, what position are you playing if you've got a number 2 on your back? Question 35. What TV programme was hosted by Roy Walker and featured cartoons of well-known sayings? So that's question 35. What TV programme was hosted by Roy Walker and featured cartoons of well-known sayings? Maria's doing the quiz with the family on Zoom. All right to the Norman crew. Luke, you're going to Wuhan after this. Really? Interesting. Beth and her new puppy, Peter. Now, has she just got a young boyfriend and you're calling him a new puppy? Because Peter's an interesting name for a dog, isn't it? All right, Pete. Rugby will be nice when this is all finished. You won't have to put up with this rambling rubbish. That was question 35. Which TV programme was hosted by Roy Walker? Right! And featured cartoons of well-known sayings. Dan and Sarah went to the loo and missed my shout-out. Well, tough. Question 36. Which sport does James Bond take part in the film Die Another Day? That is, which sport does James Bond take part in the film Die Another Day? Luke, what position am I in rugby? I play touch, so I don't get smashed about anymore. Plenty of the London Eagles touch crew on this live stream. They even let someone like me play for England for the 35s. That's funny, that, isn't it? Capped for my country. Who'd have thought it? That was question 36. Sorry. Which sport does James Bond take part in the film Die Another Day? They do have positions in touch. 6 players on the field. 2 ones are called middle. 2 ones in the middle are called middles. Then the next 2 are called links, and then the ones on the outside are your wingers. It's a good sport. More people should play it. 37. We're going a little bit playwright again, Shakespearean. Question 37. Banquo, Duncan and Macduff are characters in which Shakespeare play? Louis, how does touch rugby differ from sevens? Well, there's no tackling for a start. It's 6 on 6. You can play mixed, which is 3 girls, 3 boys. You can play all girls and all boys. And it's sort of more, I think, than anything else, really, I would say. That was question 37. Banquo, Duncan and Macduff are characters in which Shakespeare play? 3 to go, team. Shout out to the Moors in Tallahassee. Yes, Sam Bell, shouting out the Eagles. 37, repeat. Banquo, Duncan and Macduff, characters in which Shakespeare play? You probably heard that. Caroline, you were chatting to other people, were you? Well. 36 was which sport does James Bond take part in the film Die Another Day? Okay, question 38. Ken Bruce is a UK radio DJ on which station? That is, Ken Bruce is a UK radio DJ on which station? Shout out to the Running Dummies touch team in Manchester. All right, team. I like that. I didn't quite see who that was. Oh, there we go. Andriod Smith. I'm eating profiteroles. I think he needed to get that off his chest. Up the Scorps, Charisse. Now, Charisse, the Scorps need to get on board the Pride in Touch initiative. Come on. Conway's sorted out some shirts for otters, but you need to get some orders in. Get on board. Sorry, everybody. Just had to make sure the Scorps pull that one out of the bag. Question 38 then was, Ken Bruce is a UK radio DJ on which station? Question 39 then. At 3,776 metres, what's the name of the active volcano to the southwest of Tokyo? So at 3,776 metres, what is the name of the active volcano to the southwest of Tokyo? Shout out to Jono, Sam, Louise, Seema and Ellie in Bermondsey. Bermondsey on Sea. No. Excuse me. Tamara and Bav and the recent baby. Congratulations with your baby. Shout out to newlyweds, James and James. Oh, that's cute. Do I like Chicken Cottage and Tooting? It's not near enough to me to be bothered, really. I think I've only been there a couple of times. Shatkara, though. Oh, yeah. That used to be a big part of my life. That was question 39. At 3,776 metres, what's the name of the active volcano to the southwest of Tokyo? We are down to our last one. Yes, Soph, I know they've shrunk. You've made that joke about 15 times on the stream. I haven't referenced it because I'm getting bored of it. Question 40. I'm eating water biscuits. Good, well done. Question 40. The Sagrada Familia is a church in which European city? The Sagrada Familia is a church in which European city? Lara's bossing the lyrics, is she? Good. Jake, 32 was... 32, no, it wasn't lyrics. 32 was the actor who is the voice of Paddington Bear in the films. Who is that? Thanks, good Karina, for that shout out to me. So that is question 40. And that, well, it rounds off the questions. You might need a few repeated, but we've now had at least all of the questions for next pub quiz. Yeah, that's right. It's Saturday night and it's quiz time. Say 40 again, please. The Sagrada Familia is a church in which European city? Going back through it. Are we? I was going to charge my glass, but probably want answers and to get on with your Saturday evenings rather than me buggering about with getting a drink. So I'm going to run through that. We can call it a night after the answers, and we'll all be good. Just a reminder, in the description of this thing is a little link if you want to bung me a couple of quid for the giggles you've had. Hopefully there've been some, rather than just the inane rubbish I talk while doing this and it's just me and my iPhone in a room. But hey, a few of you have stuck around and I hope you've been enjoying it. Let's run through the answers. Are we ready? Okay, so question 21. The lyrics, I've fallen in love for the first time and this time I know it's for real. That is I want to break free. Of course, it's Queen. It is Queen. Hello, Andrew, and shout out to Duncan. So Queen is the answer to question number 21. No, it's not. I want to break free is the answer. On autopilot there and reading things while thinking. I want to break free is the answer to question 21. Question 22. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. It's hallelujah. That is the answer to question 22. Jeff Beck, of course, but the song we wanted is Hallelujah. So I hope you got that one. Question 23. Trying to catch your heart is like trying to catch a star. So many people love you, baby. That must be what you're... Trying to catch your heart is like trying to catch a star. So many people love you, baby. That must be what you are. Yes, waiting for a star to fall is the answer. Terrible singing, but, you know, I thought I'd bring it to you. Waiting for a Star to Fall, another great tune. Stick that on after Roachford afterwards. Jeff Buckley, sorry, not Jeff Beck. You're absolutely right. And that's a fine, probably. That's terrible. Question 24. Sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water. It was Valerie, of course, Mark Ronson or Amy Winehouse. There's no points for who it's by, but it, of course, was Valerie. I'm hoping most of you got that. Thanks, Lynn. And then 25. My head's spinning. Boy, I'm in that daze. Feel isolated, don't want to communicate. It was Never Ever, Never Ever by All Saints. Who got that? So, those are the lyrics. Hope you did all right on that lot. And now let's run through the rest. 26. In which city, also the name of a hat, is home to the oldest university in the world? It is Fez. Fez is the answer to question 26. All right, Simon Bramble. Well done, Cece, on getting all the lyrics. Top effort. Fez is the answer to question 26. 27. In which year did MTV first air in the USA? 1981. A lot earlier than I would have ever said. 1981. And if you get a year either side, give yourself half a point. Do that. Quite happy with you doing that. So do it. And then, yeah, the Zootons, of course, originally with Valerie, I should have mentioned. 28, the name for which clever and playful mammal stems from the Greek word for womb. Dolphins is the answer. Delphis is, I think, the word that I looked up earlier. That's the Greek word anyway. The name for the clever and playful mammals that stems from the Greek word is dolphin. Ditloids. 29, all right, Sheila and Colin. 29, the Ditloids. 12, SOTZ, and 7, WOTW. It was 12 signs of the zodiac. If you got that, give yourself a big yes. And 7, WOTW, was 7 wonders of the world. 7 wonders of the world. Charlotte wants to shout at her parents, Phil and Ruth, and Carol and Alan, who they miss lots, but are both playing from Bedfordshire and Cambridgeshire. This is BBC Local Radio. So that was question 29. Signs of the Zodiac and Wonders of the World. Well done if you got that. Yes, some good big yeses. Joanna, Joe Magnus and that. How do you score that? Have one each. One for each Ditloid there. Have a couple of points. Question 30. To the nearest 10%, what percentage of Titanic's total crew and passengers were rescued? It was, I think, someone said 31%. So 30%. Is your answer there. 30% of the Titanic's total crew and passengers were saved. 31, which county cricket team plays their home games at Headingley? It is Yorkshire. Hopefully quite a few of you got that. Yorkshire is the answer for Headingley. Shout out from Lucy next door. What? There isn't a Lucy next door. Oh, you mean you're next door? Well, say goodnight to Adam, Peters and Charlotte. Are we keeping you up? 9:45? I'll say no more. Question 32. Which actor is the voice of Paddington Bear in the films? Paddington Bear in the films. It's Ben Whishaw. Ben Whishaw is the shout. Leonard Cohen. Yeah. Is there not a version? Anyway, thanks for telling me about things. It was the song I was after, so I've tried to give you supplementary information and tied myself in knots. 32 was Ben Whishaw. We shall crack on. Question 33. Rag and Bone Man's real name is Rory. Rory is his first name. Rag and Bone Man. First name Rory. Give yourself a point if you got that. Question 34. In rugby union, what position are you playing if you have a number 2 on your back? You are a hooker, like Brian Moore, like Jamie George, and plenty more besides. You're a hooker if you've got a number 2 on your back. Give yourself a point if you put hooker. Then question 35. Which TV programme was hosted by Roy Walker and featured cartoons of well-known sayings? It was Catchphrase. Catchphrase. Was Rory A, B or C? Rory was B. Rory was B if you put it in A, B or C. So pop that one down. And then, yeah, so 35, the answer was catchphrase. Question 36, which sport does James Bond take part in the film Die Another Day? Maybe a bit of a stinker, that one, but did any of you get it? Shout out for Callan and Lewis. God, it's so repetitive, the messages. Just do the shout out. You can tell I'm losing patience with it, can't you? Fencing is the answer to question 36. Fencing is what you're after. Then question 37. Banquo, Duncan and Macduff are characters in Macbeth. Of course they are. Of course they are. They are characters in Macbeth. That is the answer to question 37. Question 38. Ken Bruce is DJ on BBC Radio 2. BBC Radio 2 is where you'll find Ken Bruce. And then question 39, at 3,700 odd metres, the name of the active volcano to the southwest of Tokyo is Mount Fuji. Of course it is. Mount Fuji. And a big shout to any of you who were at the Japanese Rugby World Cup and visited Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji is the answer to question 39. So just before we pile into the last answer then, thank you very much to all of you who have played and for bringing your own drinks and not giving our bar staff any hassle here. It's been good to have you here. And Michael will mount my Fuji. Well, thank you so much. Happy 70th to Jules. To all the shout-outs and all of you for joining us, thank you so much. Question 40. The Sagrada Familia is a church in which European city? It's Barcelona. Barcelona is the answer to question 40. So feel free to add them up and have a little total for me and let me know how you're all getting on, what the general scores might be. Big up Ketchup. Sure. I think you yeah, all right, and Andrea, or however you might say your name. I think you've had one too many now. It's time to turn it in. So Russ, 35 out of it, did you? That's very good. Very good effort. I'm after an overall score. 26 out of 40, Simon Owen. That's not bad at all. Running through it. 23 there from Sarah. 25, Caroline. Good. Some better scores here. So I went for a slightly easier one than we had the other night. 35, Siobhan, my sister. Brilliant effort. That's very, very good indeed. And have a G&T on us. Thank you, Alex Jones. Really appreciate that. Yeah, the link is in the description. You know, put a few hours in putting the questions together. So if you are feeling generous and thoughtful enough to drop a few quid in the PayPal link that is somewhere around your screen or the description of the thing, then that is massively appreciated. No obligation. Yeah, if you fancy doing it, that would be great. So listen, thank you so much for being here. I think I might have even... Oh no, there's a little dribble left. Anyway, thank you for being here. Continue to look after yourselves and each other. And to all of you who've been loving the live commentary stuff and skyrocketing my ridiculous social media profile, it's been mind-blowing and crazy. I think I've done 40 plus media interviews this week. And some people have phoned me and asked me about doing some other things other than commentating. So who knows where some of those might go. But listen, it's been great having you all with me. Have a nice rest of your Saturday evening. And we'll see you soon from all of us here at Nick's Pub Quiz.